I'm Michelle Markels with the American Marketing Association. We're talking to Matthew Wilcox, winner of the Barry Book Award for his book, The Business of Choice. Matthew, can you tell us what is the thesis of your book?
I'd be very happy to. The book really starts with the idea that marketing is essentially about influencing choice. And if you believe that, which I do from the bottom of my heart, then you really should try to understand as much as you can about how people choose. And so what I did was I spent the best part of a decade working with behavioral scientists and people who study choice to understand what they were learning and how those insights could be brought practically into marketing.
Okay, and what did you learn from them?
A lot of things that I didn't know. I mean, a lot of things that I wish I'd known in the first half of my career. And I'm, the fact that I had operated without knowing a lot of this stuff made me feel a little bit stupid at times. But really the major thing you learn is that our choices are driven largely by non-conscious factors. And these are revealed by fields like behavioral economics. But how I like to think about it is that these non-conscious factors are not so much irrationality as they're sometimes described as, but are insights into human nature. So one of the things I'm trying to do is bring that notion of understanding human nature and how it affects choice into the dialogue of marketing. Marketers are typically very good at understanding how culture affects choice, how psychographics affect choice. What I'm saying is you need to understand the fundamental aspects of human nature as well. The shortcuts that we use to make choices, which are driven by our intuitions and instincts, that kind of really sort of lay the foundation of how we ultimately choose.
Interesting, and I understand you also have a consultancy. Have you been able to incorporate any of what you learned into your work?
Of course. I mean, and so the consultancy is a recent thing. Previous to setting up the consultancy, I ran a group called the Institute of Decision Making, which was at the global advertising agency FCB. And so we used a lot of these insights there on various programs. I use them a lot with work I do with NGOs, for example. So one of the things that I've been able to focus a bit more time on over the last couple of years is bringing these insights into behavior to change programs that NGOs are trying to implement, whether that is sexual and reproductive health, whether that is helping people stop the passing on communicable diseases and things like that. So these are sort of stretching the bounds of conventional marketing, but at the end of the day it's all marketing, and it's all about understanding how people choose, how they make the choice to have safe sex or the choice not to have safe sex, how they make the choice to take their medication or not to take their medication. And when you understand what underlies these choices, then you can create programs that sort of work with how humans naturally choose. And if you do that, you've got a pretty good chance of making your brand, if you're a marketer, or the behavior you're trying to change, a natural choice for people.
Very interesting. Well, thank you and congratulations, Matthew. This is Michelle Markels with the American Marketing Association.